Welcome to Scratch. What you're going to do is you're going to sign in and create a user account if you haven't already. By creating an account, I suggest you use your username that you use at school. Um, so I'd put your username or your first part, when you log into the computers at school. Immediately, you're going to want to verify. There should be a yellow bar up here that says verify your account. Please click that and go to your email, and you need to verify your email. It'll say welcome to Scratch, click here. Do that before moving forward and then return back here. Next thing you're going to do is click create. For those who have used Scratch before, you may be familiar with these tools on the left. Just so you know, there's a motion, looks, sound, events, control, and so on. Each one of these does a specific action. Then you have costumes, where you can change your sprite, modify its look and feel. So if you wanted to, you can draw, and it will draw on the right there. Then you can move it around and delete it as needed. If you click convert to bitmap, you can draw as if it was pixel drawing. Vector drawing, which it is on now, allows you to make kind of like layers. And there are two costumes to this particular one, for example. Depending on what you import for a sprite, it might have two costumes. And then there's sounds. You can add sounds to a particular sprite. So whatever sprite you have here, you can add a sound and it plays back for you. You can change the size and flavor of it, and your sounds would appear here as you add them. Now what you're going to do is you're going to actually delete this sprite here for this particular example, and you can add a new sprite by choosing one from the library or uploading something that you have, or you can draw a new one. So I'm going to choose a sprite. I'm going to click on food, and I'm going to have a fruit salad sprite. Then I'm going to go to sounds. It comes with chomp, but I would like to replace that. So I'll delete that and I'll add a new one. And in order to get it to work, you need to actually go to when when the flag is clicked, or better yet, when this sprite is clicked. Go to sound, play sound till done. And here you can test it. Add another sprite. Go to sounds. I don't want pop. Basketball. So I'm going to put the basketball here. Go to my code. Choose when this sprite is clicked. Play sound. Right? So now the idea is, how can you do this by making these images, or how can you add an image and then click it to make sound? Well, same idea, only now you can upload a sprite. You're going to create your, bring in your own image from the internet. If you don't see your picture right away, choose all files, choose the cat, and then open. Now you'll see this cat is very large. We can size it down by percentages. Move it here. In the costume, we could go ahead and also change it or write stuff. Right now, it's not vector graphics, so that this means that if I click away, I have to use an eraser to get rid of it. You know, remember the checkers. But if I go to vector, now whenever I do something, I can click away and then move it infinitely at any time. But I can no longer erase, so that's important to know. So now I have the cat. Go to sounds. I'm going to add existing sound perhaps, or something I find on the internet. So I can type cat and I get a meow. And then when I go to code, I'm going to choose events. When this sprite is clicked, go to sounds, play sound. Now if I change my mind, I can record something. I can also choose from other sounds that I have. So if I add another sound here, so I got both meows. What I can do is in the code, I can choose now from those two. All right, let's test it. So we got, right, so that's basically it. Make a soundboard. Have a good time with it.